They look like paradise. Turquoise waters, lush jungles, and white sand. But hidden behind their beauty are some of the most dangerous places on Earth. These islands are forbidden, sealed off by governments, cursed by nature, or simply too deadly for humans to survive. Today, we'll journey across the globe to uncover the world's most dangerous islands you can never truly visit. Just 20 miles off the coast of Sao Paulo lies a tiny island with a terrifying reputation. Its real name is Ilha da Queimada Grande, but most know it as Snake Island. At first glance, it looks like a quiet, tropical refuge, the kind of place you'd expect to see in a travel magazine. But this island hides a nightmare. What makes it so feared? The golden lancehead viper, one of the deadliest snakes on Earth. This rare species is found nowhere else on the planet, and its venom is so powerful it can cause flesh to rot, internal bleeding, and death in less than an hour. Unlike most places, this island doesn't just have a handful of snakes. It's estimated that thousands live here, slithering through the thick jungle and hiding in the trees. Some researchers estimate that, in certain parts of the island, there could be one snake for every square meter. Legends say there's one snake for every step you take. Fishermen who strayed too close told stories of strange movements in the trees, and of unlucky men who never returned. Locals whisper about bodies found washed up on shore, covered in bites. Because of these dangers, Brazil's Navy has made it strictly illegal for anyone to land. Only scientists with government approval, accompanied by medical staff, are allowed. But even then, they rarely stay for long. The jungle is eerily silent except for the rustling of scales. Snake Island is a paradise that promises only death. Far across the ocean, in the Bay of Bengal, lies another island with a different kind of danger. North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese tribe, one of the last truly uncontacted peoples on Earth. For thousands of years, they have lived in complete isolation, resisting all attempts at outside contact. Their world is the island, and the island is their world. In the 19th century, a British expedition kidnapped several islanders, men, women, and children. The adults died quickly from diseases they had no immunity to, and the children were returned to their people. Ever since, the Sentinelese have fiercely defended their home. Outsiders who try to approach are greeted not with words but with arrows. In 2006, 2 fishermen drifted too close and were killed on the beach. When authorities tried to recover their bodies, a helicopter was attacked with spears and arrows, forcing it to turn away. In 2018, a missionary who attempted to contact the tribe was also killed. The Indian government has declared the island and the waters around it completely off-limits, enforcing a 3-mile exclusion zone. Anthropologists warn that even something as simple as the common cold could wipe out the tribe. North Sentinel is a place frozen in time, a society living as their ancestors did, untouched by modern civilization. It is both a mystery and a reminder that not all places are meant for us. In the cold waters off Scotland lies a green, wind-swept island that seems harmless at first glance. But Grenard Island carried a deadly secret for decades. During World War II, Britain needed to know if biological weapons could be effective. They chose this small island as their testing ground. Sheep were tied to stakes and exposed to bombs filled with anthrax spores. The results were immediate and horrifying. The animals died within days. But what the scientists didn't expect was that the spores would linger. Anthrax can survive in soil for centuries, and Grenard became so contaminated that it was declared off-limits. Signs warned of danger. Locals whispered of an island where even the grass could kill. Some fishermen avoided sailing near its shores, fearing the wind might carry invisible death across the water. For nearly 50 years, the island remained quarantined. It wasn't until the late 1980s that a massive decontamination effort began. Crews sprayed the island with thousands of liters of formaldehyde and removed tons of contaminated soil. In 1990, Grenard was finally declared safe. But the nickname stuck, Anthrax Island. Even today, many prefer to steer clear, unwilling to trust that the danger is truly gone. Near Venice lies a small island shrouded in mist and legend. It's called Poveglia, but locals know it as the Island of the Dead. In the Middle Ages, when plague swept through Europe, Poveglia became a quarantine zone. Ships suspected of carrying the disease were diverted here, their sick passengers offloaded. Many left to die. Tens of thousands of bodies were burned and buried on the island, turning its soil into a grim mixture of earth and ash. But the story doesn't end there. Centuries later, in the 20th century, an asylum was built on the island. Patients claimed to hear voices, to see shadows moving in empty rooms. Some whispered that doctors carried out cruel experiments. One physician, driven by madness or guilt, is said to have thrown himself from the bell tower. His body was never recovered. Today, Poveglia is abandoned, its once grand buildings crumbling and overtaken by weeds. The Italian government has closed it to the public, and even fishermen avoid its waters, afraid their nets will pull up bones from the deep. Poveglia stands as one of the most forbidden places in Europe, where history, tragedy, and legend blend into something darker than the fog that surrounds it. And finally, far away in the Pacific Ocean, lies a tropical paradise with a deadly past. This is Bikini Atoll, once home to hundreds of islanders who lived simple lives among coconut palms and coral reefs. In 1946, everything changed. The United States selected Bikini as a nuclear testing site. Over the next 12 years, 23 nuclear bombs were detonated here. One of them, codenamed Castle Bravo, was more than 1,000 times stronger than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. The explosion vaporized entire islands, boiled the sea, and sent radioactive fallout raining down over hundreds of miles. Residents were forced to leave their homes, told they could return after just a few years. But decades passed, and the land remained poisoned. Scientists found that coconuts, soil, and even fish absorbed dangerous levels of radiation. Today, nature has returned in strange ways. Coral reefs thrive, sharks patrol the lagoons, and coconut palms stretch to the sky. But the land is not safe for permanent human life. Bikini remains a forbidden paradise, scarred forever by the nuclear age. From Brazil's serpent-infested jungle, to India's untouched tribe, to Scotland's poisoned soil, to Italy's haunted plague island, to the Pacific's radioactive atoll, these islands remind us that Earth's most beautiful places can also be the most dangerous. They are warnings written in sand and stone that not all places were meant for us. Which of these islands would you dare to step on? Follow DarkCurio for more hidden history and forbidden places.